Hi friends, good evening and welcome to today's session. So before kickstarting our session, please do let me know my voice is clear and you are able to see my screen so that we can kickstart today's presentation. So I would be liking, you can use the chat option. So please, can somebody confirm if you're watching at live? Uh, Thank you, Arnav. The voice is clear, so we can just kickstart our session. Right? So let us start basic things. So this is our YouTube, okay, Tanish Capital. So where you can get lot of okay good knowledge, and all are free knowledge. So if you have even 0 to pro kind of knowledges, so you can just go and check in our channel. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and be part of it. And today's video will be like right now will be available for public view. Then once the session is over, we'll be moved to private. Okay. So hi Naresh. So thanks. So MD Prasad, thanks bro. Ennampol Varkai, thanks. So Guru Industries, hi Naresh. So option learner, hi bro. So all ready, right? So let us kickstart our session. Okay, do not wanted to waste our time. So for this being a long weekend, right? So do not want you to make wait. So today's session will be in completely English. Okay, so please bear with us if there is any people who joined for a Tamil session. Okay, because we wanted to have the common language as English. So you can have your queries, okay, in the chat box, right? And I will try to have separate last 5 to 10 minutes for all your queries. Okay, if it is required, you can raise immediately. But during the presentation, I will not be looking at the chat much. Okay, so thanks for understanding this. So let us kickstart our today's session on. Okay, this is mainly for lower capital people. Okay, so people who are with 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, they know a lot of strategies. And moreover, when it comes to 10 lakh, people treat this as a kind of professional trading or sit in front of the trading. They put more efforts, right? But for people who wanted to have a side income, who's having already a job, okay, maybe having some capital of just less than 1 lakh, let's say 60, 70,000, but still wanted to make consistent and with very less effort and moreover less emotional control. So this is actually targeting to those people, right? So this is mainly for that. So how this is started is pretty simple, right? So this is just started with so even we started working for this kind of low capital, okay, to many of our students and even many of our old students, old clients who are asking for, okay sir, you are making good strategies with a higher capital, but can you guide us something for a lower capital? But obviously, right, obviously for the lower capital, the returns will be either less or you have to take high risk, okay, to meet your required return. So that is the one advantage, or you can say one is the drawback of, or both the advantage or drawback of lower capital. So this is just a small introduction about me. I am the speaker here. Okay, my name is Damodaran, you might be all aware. So basically these are all X and Y Z, so don't need to worry. So I'm basically a master's in aerospace from MIT. Okay, I left my job, okay, in 2019, but before that I was trading as a professional trader also. Okay, so as a part-time trader but a professional trader. So I have an experience of more than I think more than 15 years of expertise in the stock market, currently managing 10 cr in option portfolio and managing 50 cr of equity portfolio for my very close circle. Okay, so this is all about me and I'm basically an investor. So whatever the capital I have, I generally invest, okay, in good stocks, okay, with 4 to 5 years of horizon, and then take the pledging out of it and then try to make yearly 20 to 30% return. So that is far more than enough for me, even as a professional trader, okay, even for many of my very trusted circle. Okay, this is all in a nutshell about me. So you can follow me in Twitter as a DAMPro4, right? We will go to this later in the end of the session. So what you will be learning today? Okay, so very simple. What are the first key benefits of this strategy? And then we will be just going through simple, okay, simple example. You might be already knowing it. What is option buying and option selling? So what are the advantages and disadvantages we can have? And then this is the most important factor one should be concentrating on. Trading as a business. Okay, then we are going to simply just go through one simple concept. With that, how you are going to deploy. Let's say if you start with 50k. Okay, even for person who's trading with 50k, this strategy can be done. So what are the setups? Okay, what is a bearish setup? Then how to select expiry, how to select the strike selection, then how to do adjustment, and what if the setup changes in between. So all together, I have to give it as a rule, and maybe we will see one of the month in terms of options simulator, because many people have personally messaged, sir, you are giving a lot of things, but please provide at least one toughest month simulation so that we can easily understand what you're talking about. Okay, so that based on my past learnings. So this is what generally people expecting from us. So let us go jumping into this thing. So what are the first key benefit of this strategy is it is suitable for both directional and also non-directional, because most of the people, right, even with a higher capital, people struggle. Either if they are good in non-directional, they struggle in the directional move. Personally, okay, I do non-directional in terms of positional, and maybe directional and non-directional, maybe theta decay and all those things in algo. But even sometimes what happens when I'm prepared or when I'm biased for non-directional and suddenly directional is coming, that time even I myself as a professional trader might struggle. Okay, so if this strategy if you are using, need not to worry about whether it's going to be a directional one or non-directional one. So you can easily just travel with this, and it is much simpler strategy. Okay, we are not going to complicate in the terms of naming it, doing it that leg. So we just going to keep it as very simple, right? People call it as KSS, right? Keep it simple and that's it. So that way, so this suits great for lower capital. So anything who, at least if somebody is having 50k, right? So I hope whoever is just coming into trading might at least have 50k in their account to try it out as some kind of part-time income. Okay, I'm not saying anything about the people who are trying with option buying 1000 rupees, 2000 rupees. I just concentrate on people, okay, who wanted to have some kind of consistent returns, and then once they get the confidence, because that is how market has sucked me in from my aerospace profession into a kind of professional trading. So I expect that people to be that way, and here high returns of 6 to 10% with a nominal risk of 3 to 5% per month. So no bulk trades, okay, no regular trades. Okay, so you can have an expectation of 6 to 10%. Even if the view fails, max to max you may lose 3 to 5%. Okay, so again, even in while promoting this sessions, I said this is going to be a low capital, so slightly high risk, high reward, right? And moreover, no continuous monitoring is required. So you no need to be sitting in front of the terminal or sitting in front of the screen or always peeping into your mobile to watch the chart. So that is not required. So maybe hardly maybe once in a 30 minutes you can just look at the market, then that is more than enough, and you may need to just actively trade more than like less than 5 to 6 times in a month. That's it. Okay, so this is going to be a stress-free approach and need not to worry about any black swan events. Okay, if something bad like 2020 happens, so you need not to be worried. So you will be making hell lot of money only. So this are the basic key benefits of this strategy. So let us see, first of all, what is option buying, option selling. So these are all the basic stuff. People say fixed risk, unlimited reward, whereas option selling has fixed reward but unlimited risk. But these are all book-based stuff. People say, sir, for option buying it's a fixed risk. Yes, fixed risk is still, so if you trade with 10,000, right, you can buy for 10,000 and whatever you buy is the fixed risk. Let's say if you wanted to trade with 10 lakh and then doing the buying, you can't say that it's a fixed risk of 10 lakh, right? There is a chance that everything can go. So don't go by all this kind of myths and all these things. And here many people say, I'm not taking any side as a seller or buyer. I'm just trying to give you the fact and the reality of it. People say that, sir, in selling there is a lot of unlimited risk. So assume that if you use 1.5 lakh as you're selling one lot, okay, just assume that you are trading, you are selling some 100 rupees call or 200 rupees call or even put or whatever it is. Okay, even if it gets doubled, right? So when your broker will get your position squared off, right? Not for the entire capital. So there is nothing called unlimited risk in terms of option selling same time. So there is no fixed risk concept, because fixed risk means what? Whatever you have is going to lose. That's it. Not more than that. Right? Whatever you have going to get loaded. And for the option buyer, you basically know. So let's say, okay, if I'm just, okay, I'm not going to touch basics of these options and all. Let's say if I wanted to buy a call option, right? So what I do, I buy here. Maybe I will buy this strike, right? Delete this. Yeah. Okay, let's say I wanted to buy this strike. So what you buy? You select your strike, right? You buy something. So what will happen? You will get profit from here, right? So whenever you are buying, right, from that strike, let's assume this is something like 41,000. Okay, just for the sake of number, 41,000. If you are buying, basically as a buyer, your BP is always far away. Whereas in terms, if you consider this as a seller, right? So what he has the credit, right? Same, the mirrored image above the center line you are going to get as a seller. So what is the benefit out of it? Here is a fixed risk. Here it is the fixed return. So here you will get unlimited risk as a seller. Here you are going to get unlimited profit potential as a buyer. But you need to understand, as a seller, right? As a seller, you have to understand that for the option buyer, your BEP is little far away. That means market needs to move much faster to make money. Okay, this is the one important thing where option buyers are maybe failing. Okay, the thing is, you need to time the market, and once you enter the market has to support you with an impact move, right? For us, an option seller, it is far away, so for him it is need not to be like immediate. If he's bearish, right, market need not to be bearish at all. Even if it is sideways or even if it is slightly bullish, he will still make money. So that is the one difference. And once market makes a huge move, right, as per his view, then returns will increase exponentially, because the payoff is something like this, right? When the market makes a move, the return potential is also increasing along with the move. Whereas for the seller, it is the, again, when the market moves against him, like in a huge way, so his risk also exponentially goes. And for option buyer, you all know theta is the enemy, whereas for the sellers, Vega RIV is the enemy, right? So even you put it in the other ways. So for the option buyer, Vega is the friend, and for the option seller, theta is the friend. So this is just a, so how do you decide whether you wanted to go for option buying or option selling? So what I would suggest is, don't take any chances of, okay, being a buyer, being a seller. Try to understand what is the pros of it, cons of it. Try to understand what is the pros of it, cons of it. Then you can have a good balance between both the buying and the selling, right? So that is the entire thought process behind discussing that. And people, right, need to treat trading as a business, because I have discussed with many people over my experience of 15 years. People treat as, no sir, I am trading just like an hobby, sir. Hobby is fine, but when it deals with some kind of financial or a kind of money, right, you cannot do that, right? And same time, so it is not a time pass sport. Okay, don't treat like that. So treat trading as a serious business. That means what? Whenever you start a business, just go and watch people who are doing the business. Okay, the kind of effort they are putting, the kind of seriousness they put in, right? So you need to also ensure that you are going to be a serious business person. Okay, so you treat yourself as a professional trader, even if you are learning also, because your purpose of learning is to become to the next level and becoming a professional trader. Okay, so you treat yourself as a professional trader. Don't assume that even if you're a learner, right? So you keep yourself that, okay, next 4-5 years I wanted to be a very professional trader. Maybe at that time my friends will give money, or I will learn whatever I am doing from my current job. Maybe I will have huge corpus to manage, at least for me, right? So to treat this business. And moreover, like, not all professional traders need to be full-time traders. Even I said, I left my job in 2019 only, but I was doing all this kind of professional stuffs from 2012-13. Okay, because I had a team and I just supervised them. So you need not to be a full-time trader, okay, for you to consider as a professional trader. Please understand this point. Okay, so all full-time traders, okay, who are sitting in front of the terminal, please don't consider yourself as professional trader. Professional trader means whoever treating as a serious business, and you should already learning something, and maybe in a few more cycle you should be start making money. That is what I mean by serious business. And again, So you can choose your trading style based on your personal attributes also. Some people, okay, might be, okay, may not be able to hold on many positions. Okay, may not, they may lack patience. Okay, for them, positional trading might not suit. Okay, maybe a scalping might suit. And some people, okay, will be like, for me, right, I don't like much of intraday because I'm just a kind of cool and calm person. I just wanted to aram se do everything. For me, it is always positional trading, and nowadays we are doing algo. So for me, I'm just only monitoring. So try to understand what is your personal attribute, then choose your trading style. So that is going to make yourself into a kind of good professional trader. So let us directly go into the chart setup of what we are going to discuss. Okay, let me pull in the chart, right? Let me pull in my chart also. So very simple. So whatever we are going to use is very simple. 30 minutes time frame. There is no question of, sir, should I use in 5 minutes? Should I use in 1 hour? Okay, whatever I'm going to teach you or whatever I'm going to preach you now is based on 30 minutes time frame. If you wanted to do all your R&D, you are free to do, but whatever I'm saying, so use that. And I'm going to give you simple, okay, simple setup. So that's indicators is simply EMA, right? What is the option instrument we are going to do? Nifty and Bank Nifty you can do, but what I would prefer is, if somebody is good in Bank Nifty, they can do in Bank Nifty. If somebody is good in Nifty, means the movement of the index, if it does not bother you, you can do it in Nifty. Many times people say Bank Nifty is a wild animal, right? So it tend to move a lot, right? It will go 1,000 points here, then 1,000 points here. But what I would prefer is, want to explain is with Bank Nifty, because it's a kind of a wild animal. People generally, okay, do not wanted to see the volatility, but I wanted to explain with Bank Nifty. So you can choose either Nifty or Bank Nifty, and whatever the contracts we are going to trade is just simply monthly contract. Leave about this weekly, bi-weekly, next week, all these concepts. So because here, very simple, you are going to trade with less than 1 lakh. Okay, so I assume that at least 50K is your capital, and you are not going to spend much of the time, and you are going to target roughly 3% as the risk. Okay, 8 to 10% as your reward. So with this, okay, with this clarity, I'm just going to further explain my chart setup. So what you need to do, very simple, right? Just open your chart, right? Maybe. So what is the other things you need to keep? So simply 31 EMA. Let me open my chart also, so that, right? So pretty simple. So 31 EMA. So just go to TradingView. So open the Bank Nifty, go to indicators. Okay, just moving average exponential, right? Just add this, right? What you need to do, pretty simple. So input length is 31, right? Source is I. So color you can choose, right? Color you can choose based on your input. So this is the, right? What is the other indicators you need to have? Simple. So 31 EMA high, then 31 EMA low. Again, I'm just going to say, I'm just trying to help you out with very low manner, so that people, there may be very well experienced people, right? And there may be very new people. So for them, I just wanted to give this, right? Moving average exponential. Again, add this simple 31 EMA, right? Source, again, you're going to do low, right? So for visibility, like you can say, so for the low means I always use green, right? Little thickness you can add on, right? For this one, you can assume that it can be. So it depends upon whatever color you want, right? So that you will get a clear clarity about it. So this is the second indicator. Seems to be like some band, right? Simple. And the third indicator which we are going to use is, again, one more simple indicator, just 7 EMA close, right? Nothing more fancier. Okay, there is nothing fancier here. Just trying to add one more EMA. Moving average exponential. Just select this input 7, right? You can just give close. That's it. So style you can keep it as a kind of black or whatever. So slightly lesser thickness than the other one, so that you will get a clear idea of. So this is the simplest setup. Okay, so I already showed you what is the thing, right? So 3 EMA setup, right? So what is the signal which we wanted to follow? So let us assume that how is the bullish setup will be there. So bullish setup is explained as this way. Whenever, so you treat these two, right? Whatever the green color or the red color, right? So let's say will be having this kind of band and you will be running, right? So one EMA will be running from the down. So whenever, okay, this EMA is crossing on the upside, that means when you are looking for buy signal, wait for this 7 EMA to go and cut the top end of the band. So you treat this as a kind of thick band. Okay, whenever this low or the close EMA, right, of 7 is going to surpass here, means just wait 30 minutes, wait for the close, don't need to do. So if this is the case, right, so if this is the place, if you just expand and see, so at this candle, right, this candle is the signal generated candle, right? So what is the trigger? Just mark that high. Whenever the price just trigger its high, then you are good to go. You can pull your trigger for bullish setup, right? Again, I wanted to show you in live market, like let us see. So here if somebody wants to see what is the buy signal, right, you can see buy signal is somewhere here, right? So this candle, right, you can just place your cursor here and you can watch whichever EMA is there. So when 7 EMA crosses 31 EMA high, that is the buy signal. Whereas here, right, the 7 EMA crossed below 31 EMA, so that is when the signal appears, right? So what you do, as soon as the signal appears, so in this candle signal appears, you want to wait for the price to just hit the low. So in this one, signal has appeared here, but the trigger has happened here. That's it. What you do, you just mark this and one single tick, not even closing, single tick below this for the sell and above this for the buy. So this is the basic setup which I am following. Clear? So for the bearish setup, simple, right? Same setup of EMA. So whenever you get a sell signal, right? Sell signal. This is the signal we are getting. So price just immediately triggering the low of it. Then you are good to go for pulling the trades. Clear about this one? No doubt, right? So what is the bull signal and what is the trigger point? What is the bear signal? What is the trigger point? Clear? Because then how do you select expiry? So we already selected that expiry is going to be a monthly contract. Okay, monthly contract is fixed. Nothing. We are not doing in weekly. We are not doing in next week. Nothing like that. This needs to be a monthly contract. So when signal coming, right? Let's say when signal is coming on 7th of April, right? Then it should have minimum 20 days to expiry. Means calendar days to expiry. Right? Then you can initiate in April itself. If it is happening on 16th or 17th, okay, if you are looking at, then what you do, we don't have 20 days of expiry for the March, then you can shift easily to, sorry, not in April, so you can shift to May. So ensure that once your signal is coming, you should at least have 20 days to expiry. Clear? What is expiry selection? Monthly we are going to do, but which month expiry depends upon when your signal is generating. Let's say if your signal is generated on this day, let us have a kind of small, okay, let's say this is your signal on 23rd of March we got a signal, right? That means, right, on this candle you got an EMA close. So when is the low breached? The low breached on this place only, right? This place. So 10th of March, what expiry we should do? Should we do March itself or should we do April? Come on guys, you can tell me the answer so that I will understand that you are grasping the points very easily. Right? Type your answer so that, see, I wanted to have more interactive session so that whatever we gone through, right, if you can understand, that will be much better. Right? So what is the expiry you wanted to choose? March or April? So if you have 20 days of expiry, then you can choose March. And if something like this is happening, right? Maybe something like this is happening. So 17th of Feb, right? 17th of Feb is happening. So here what you will do, already 17 days is over, right? Feb is already less than 30 days. So what you will do, you will start with March, right? Yeah, many people are saying for this one, you can choose March, or even, so you feel like, okay, 20 days is not there, even you can start with April, right? So it depends upon the complete 20 days, right? So when to initiate and then when to exit. So before the last week of expiry, let's say, okay, so you have taken some position, right? 27th is the expiry. Let's assume that you are running some position. When you need to exit? You need to exit, right? At least 1 week before. So that means what? Either on the Monday or even on Friday, but not beyond Tuesday. You should not carry any position, right? Whenever you're having some position, don't carry beyond the last Monday, or max to max, don't carry beyond max last Tuesday. Okay, you can decide based on your profit, or if you wanted to make more juice out of it, you can carry. But what I would suggest is, if you are getting more than 7 to 8% in a month, book the position, wait for next signal, then you can do it. Otherwise, if you wanted to maximize, yes, as a kind of R&D, you can do all these things. But let us see. So what is the expiry selection? Then when you should exit. So if you are trading in May, then need not to worry till last week of May. Right? If May expiry is 25th, then max to max you can exit either on Friday or max to max on Tuesday. Right? Then strike selection. Let us say that you got a signal here. Right? You got a signal here. Maybe when is the signal is created? Maybe the signal appeared on this one but triggered on this point, right? So 4400, let's say 4400 is the signal point and triggering point also on this tick. So what you do as this strategy, what you do, very simple, like, right? You can just do debit spread. Debit spread means what? Basically, what is debit spread? Let us go to the right. So if you wanted to create any strategy, right, let us go with Nifty. So what is debit spread means? Pretty simple. If I am bullish, so as an option buyer, what you need to do? As a buyer of the option, if I am bullish, or let us say for this one itself, if I am bearish, so for the signal, I am a bearish, right? What I should do as an option buyer, I should always buy the put, right? So better to buy at the money put. Let's say now it is coming, so that means 4200 it is coming. So what you would do? You would either so we will go to not 27th because already 14th is there. So max to max you can go to May, right? And then since we are doing it in next month, so try to go for the round number, right? So here we are a seller here, right? We are means the signal is bearish. Okay, as a buyer, what I should do? I should buy a put, right? Let's assume that I wanted to buy this nearby. So, okay, 100 and 200 point something like that you can buy. So I buy this for this one. So again, as a buyer, what is the problem? My BP far away, right? And my loss is also a little higher. Even for 15,000, if I wanted to, right? So for 15,000, if I wanted to take a risk, my problem will be done. So you can be part of the seller also, right? By debit spread. So debit means what? You are going to pay something, not a credit, right? Because you bought for 600 rupees. And then if you sell it somewhere here, 41, right? So basically, this is you can call it as this is a debit spread, right? Because you are paying it, right? You don't get a credit because you have paid. You bought it for 600 and sold it for 300. So here what and all one should be checking is basically Okay, this is the risk, this is the reward. Where is the BEP? So for earlier case, BEP is little far away by 300 points. But I'm just giving up the open profit potential. Earlier it was something like this, but my BEP was 600 points away from my strike price. Where now it is closer. My risk reward has reduced. So earlier I had a risk of 15,000, right? So now I had a maximum risk of 6,000. So this is basically a debit spread. So how you create debit spread is simple, right? Whenever signal is coming, you can create 1 or 2 strikes away from the ATM level. So that means if the bullish signal is coming, then what you do? You buy 1 or 2 strikes away. Or if somebody is asking, sir, please give me a precise number, okay, then you buy 0.4 delta. Just like that. Somebody who wanted to automate, sir, no sir, you just tell me whether instead of strikes and all, just tell me in terms of delta. Then do one thing, buy 0.4 delta. If it is a bullish signal, buy 0.4 delta call, sell it with which 0.3 delta. Same way, if it is a bearish signal, buy minus 0.4 delta, put, sell it with minus 0.3 delta option. So in this one, what you should be concentrating is, okay, for per single lot, my max debit, that means my max loss if my views fails, is need not cross 3,000 to 4,000. This is the criteria to initiate your spread. So when you get a signal, that is clear in terms of setup. Once the signal is triggered, what you need to do, what strike you need to select is clear here, right? And whatever you do, your debit should be max to max should not be more than 5,000. Okay, clear? So how do you create this? That means what? When there is a buy signal in the indicator, what you do? You create a buy call, then sell call, right? Means you create a bullish position with at least risk reward of means 1 is to at least 1.5 or 1 is to 1, more closer is better, right? 1 is to, so that means if I'm losing 5,000 rupees here, right, at least I should make 7,500 rupees as profit. So this is the condition you should be doing for the initiating the position, right? Then what should happen? If any change in the signal is happening, sir, I get a buy signal, sir, then suddenly after 3-4 days now I'm getting sell signal. Then how to do this thing, sir? The question is pretty simple, right? Because when you take a bullish position, market is flying like anything, no problem, you will be happily enjoying, right? But the problem is whenever the signal whipsaws, right? So whenever the signal whipsaws, that is when you get into trouble, right? So here is why we are fixing up the max loss, and then whenever there is a change in signal, you can minimize the loss also, right? You target just, let's say 5,000 is your risk. When there is a sell signal, right, what you can do? So that means what? You take in a bullish position. If the view fails, you have a 5,000 loss. Then what you can do? You can reduce your loss further. Then again further market is going, then you can reduce your loss and then you can make a debit spread, right? How do you do it? I will explain it, right? So what you are doing to do, if everything is going normal, right, you are taken the position here, right? So this is the buy spread and this is your sell spread. When market is touching almost this midpoint, then you can either book the profit, because idea is to make 5 to 10% of your capital, right? Can you tell what is the capital required to take this strategy? If you do something like this, right? If somebody is having 50,000, right, they can use first one set easily. Though it is showing 21,000, you can keep 25,000, something like that. If somebody is having even 70k, they can do 2 lot of it, but adjustment I will say. But are you clear about till this point? So somebody is asking what is delta. So let us see. Simply, what is 0.4 delta? You just see here, okay, in the option chain, just go here, which is 40 delta. So whenever you are doing next month, no, always concentrate on something like round numbers in the 500 thousands, okay, in the bank nifty, right? So look for closer to 0.4. So if you look at, right, so this is the 42,500, somewhere around 0.45, and you can buy somewhere around 35. So that means you just sell this one, right, and then you buy this roughly. Or if you are taking this, then you just need to look at the what, the liquidity also when you are trading the next month, right? But what should be the idea? Simply, so whenever you are buying something, right, let us calculate this way. Okay, so your max loss, I said 5,000 rupees, right? So 5,000 rupees means what? 5,000 divided by what is the lot size of the bank nifty? Just 25, right? So that means what? You can have 200 rupees difference. So whenever you are buying it for 600, right, you can sell it for 400 rupees, right? Getting this point? Delta is here. So whenever you are buying, right, let's say whenever you wanted to buy, right, whenever you wanted to, so let's say if there is a sell signal here, what you do? You go and buy the 40 delta, 0.4 delta, right, 0.4 delta and closer to 30 delta, right? But when you are doing it next month, ensure that liquidity is there and then push the order. So for the liquidity purpose, what you can do, not only the delta, just closer to the round number. Getting this point clear, guys? So max to max, even if you take 5,000 rupees as your risk spread, now what is the idea? So whenever you are selling it roughly whenever you are selling it around somewhere around 700, right? At least look for 500 rupees sell. So buying this, selling this. So 2,000 rupees is the debit. So that means what? My max loss is going to be this much, right? So here we are going it for 300 rupees. That is the reason. So if you wanted to do, right, you can little sell for higher value. So but max, ensure that do not cross your debit more than 5,000 rupees. And then when the market view is failing, then at least half of the risk you should concentrate. Means half of the risk means what you do, you can create a so let's assume that, okay, let's assume that now your view is bearish, because that is the reason why you take this position. So on the down move you make money. If market is turning and bullish, what I need to do? Simply I have to reduce this, right, by making one more put spread, right? So how I can do? When the market is turning or when profit is somewhere here, somewhere in the middle, I can create one more credit spread, because this I initiated with a put spread, right? So I can create a one more credit spread. So let us assume that, right? So 41,000, right? So where I'm saying, so this is the place, right? So let us say in all strikes, because just for me 200 is the risk, right? Basically what I will sell is, so sell somewhere around 200 rupees. So if at all, if you're doing something, right, sell something around 200 rupees and buy it around 70-80 rupees. So that means you get off more than 120 rupees of credit, right? When market is coming up, that means what? You have to create a credit spread in put. I will explain with one complete month, okay, how when the market makes a move, so how one should be traveling. But just assume that because for 180 rupees we bought, so roughly for 60-70 rupees again on the. So what you do? You do something like this. So what has happened? So even if the market makes an up move, right, so your risk is reduced. Then what you can do is, as market is inching further higher, right, you may get a buy signal, you may initiate a new position also. But to overcome this position, right, you can slowly roll down your put from here to here, slowly from here to here, to make sure that you have something like this. So even you take a bearish view, market makes a U-turn and go further north, okay, then still you can come up with good profit. And if market goes in the down direction, no need to worry, because you are already taken this, right? As the market goes bleeding in the down direction, you will be making a lot of profit, right? So assume that per set, right, for per set, that means what? For per set you deploy 45k, okay, 45k is your deployment. Even if you do just one lot, means you will reverse your position and do kind of credit spread. So max to max you will get mostly 42 to 40k is the requirement, even after doing one more credit spread. So I assume that for 45k, what is the target number you should be booking? Because what is the target we had in the terms of monthly, right? Let's say 42,000, right? Into roughly 5%. If I keep 5 divided by 100, right? Even for 42,000, if I get 2,000 rupees, 5%. Even if I get 4,000 rupees, right? 10%. This is what we are targeting. Clear? Think about, see, only thing is, if you wanted to do, because the idea of this strategy is you can scale up just like that, right? And again, you no need to look at the market regularly. That is the entire idea behind this. Okay, so you can switch over from buy to sell, and then once you once the market is making in the up direction, right? When your payoff is something like this, that means what? Even if the further goes higher, right, you're going to make profit on the even on the sell position, and there is a new buy, right? Earlier you got a sell, right? Earlier you got a sell, then you lock that position. Maybe in the upside you will make minimum profit. Then for this buy also you can initiate one more new set of position. So it is up to you to decide based on if you're having 1 lakh, then you can lock it 45,000 in the first signal. Okay, ensure that even if it reversing, still you will get more profit only. That is the beauty of this one, right? So if existing signal is buy and created with call debit spread, then based on the change in setup, right, from buy to sell, again, see if you're creating with call, then make the credit spread in call only, because when somebody is doing both the signals, so you don't get confused with whether I should do it in put or, so whenever you are creating put spread, right, do the adjustment in the put itself. Whenever you are creating a call spread, you do the adjustment in the call spread itself. So that is what is all about, right? Let us go, because people are saying we are going too fast. Not an issue. We will run this month for Jan month. Why I choose Jan month is because if you look at Jan month, right, how many signals we got, you need to see. So let us check how was the Jan month. Why I wanted to sell it as a Jan month, right? So let us see Jan, right? So when one should take a position, so that means whenever you wanted to take the position, right? So when the first of the month is coming, okay, it should be 7 days. So 22, 23 to 24, and then if it is on the first 7 days, then you can initiate this position. Once you take this position, then what you will do at the last week, you will square off the position. Any signal coming in, either in the last week or the first week of new series, you will be initiating new position, right? Clear? Simple. So let us take Jan, because why in Jan, right? In Jan, we started something like this, but throughout the Jan, what has happened? There are multiple signals, because this is the place, okay? Even you can see this is a directional and become non-directional, right? But how do you are going to manage this position? Whereas if you see this month and all, if you take this, this is a complete move, no issues. I will get good profit, but I do not want to project it for that month. Okay, pretty simple. Why I choose the Jan month is because this is going to be the toughest month. Even if you look at this one, so you can say, right, sir, when is the buy signal? So let us take because if you feel like we are going to do fast, let us do the simulation and try to understand what needs to be done, right? Can we start? Are you clear till now? Can we go ahead, guys? So I just want you to ask any queries till now, whatever we have seen, right? Whatever we have seen are all these things. I just want you guys to. So shall we go and start the simulation for the Jan month? Right? What and all you need to see? What is the signal when it is coming? Again, you need to say which expiry we should do, which strikes we should do, right? And then, right? An adjustment I will explain. Right? Adjustment I will explain what needs to be done. Simple adjustment is very simple. Why? Because you take a spread. If the market is going in this up direction, you will get good profit. Only when it is reversing, you are going to concentrate on the adjustment. Because why I choose Jan month is That is the toughest month for this, right? So you can book, you can decide if you want 5%, even within 4-5 days, you can book and you can enjoy rest of the day, okay, rest of the month as your holiday. Then come back on the last week, whenever you get a signal, then you can do it, right? It depends upon what target you want. Maybe in the Jan itself, now you can see, right? Some conservative people can book 4 to 5%, but and assume that, okay, because this is a positional strategy and low risk means low capital strategy, you need to have little higher risk, because on a 50 lakh capital, initially setting 5k, okay, seems to be like 10% drawdown. If I ask somebody to start with 1 CR, was 1 CR 5%, how I can take? If you're trading with higher capital, then I have different set of rules to negotiate that. But try to understand, right? Try to understand what is done for one lot. So till 3-4 lakhs, you can just do the same thing, right? So what is the EMA? Again, simple, right? EMA is 3 seats of EMA, right? Again, I wanted to review this. 31 EMA high, 31 EMA low, and 7 EMA cross. And moreover, at the end of, because what will happen in, right, in TradingView, when you are using free views, right, you cannot use more than 3 indicators at one go. So instead of this, what we did is very simple. We had a one simple thing, only just simple spine script, right? So you can just check. So we will be giving you this setup. So when I switch on this, so you will get a all as a one indicator setup, right? So maybe if you wanted to just change your color, so you can change something like this. So whenever I, right, so for this one, right, green color, that means when it is breaking out, then you can do something like this, higher color. Then basically this is the lower thickness. So that's it. So one single indicator, because people might be using a lot of indicators, and TradingView comes with a, if you're using pro version, no problem, you can use n number of indicators. But if you wanted to combine everything in one single indicator, right, then this could be the best way. So we can have the Pine script. So my team will be mailing you or WhatsApping you. In case if you know it already, you can use it. But one simple indicator, right? So let us start. So if somebody is looking for this setup, so again, what is the trigger? So whenever the 7 EMA is crossing, right, 7 EMA is crossing, that candle is closed. If this candle is the signal candle, and when this high is immediately triggered, that is the trigger candle, right? Same way for the sell, 7 EMA, and it has to cut the 31 low. That's a signal candle, and then the low of the signal candle just trigger. That's it. Then you are good to start your positions, right? Let us start Jan. Okay, when was the last buy signal? So as I said, when to do. So just mark it on the first day, let's say on Jan, right? When you should be doing this position, Jan, when you will do, either in the last week of Jan, right? So either in this week of December or first week of January. So when you get a signal, that is when you start your position. Maybe if you're starting your fresh position, then you can wait for start of the month or end of the last week to create your position. So let us see right here. So bullish setup we have seen on 26th December 145, right? So this is the, let us just open the chart itself, right? Let us open the chart, live chart itself. So let us go here. Let us zoom as we want. Okay, right? Are we clear? Are we clear? So if I keep here, right, you can just concentrate on. So this is the color, based on the color. So whenever this black color number is greater than my green color number on the close basis, so you can consider that as a candle. So even if you see here, right, even on this candle, only after this candle completion. So when I keep it here, right, here only I got a buy signal popped in, right? Because if you just check it, look at the number 4308.74 is greater than 4230.7.38. That's it. So that means what? 145. Right? 145 means that is the start time of the candle. Right? 145 means what? We are looking at the 30 minutes. So the next candle starts at 215. So as soon as the 215 candle breaches this high, right? So even if you are considering this as the very high move, so let us consider even if you take after 15 minutes also, entry after 15 minutes also, right? So that is when the entry triggered. Let it be, I am be a very kind of very lethargic guy. Okay, maybe I will not be able to immediately enter based on this one. Maybe somewhere here I would have taken after 5 minutes, 10 minutes only. I would have seen. I am not that kind of very fast and furious guy who can just type and take the order very fastly. Okay, with that way, let us just start our simulator. So that means what? Let us open our simulator. So for Bank Nifty, we are going to start. Right? What is the expiry we are planning? So monthly expiry of Jan. Right? There is no doubt in this. Right? So 25th is the monthly expiry of Jan. So when is the start date? So it is the December 26th. We got the entry. Right? At what time? Again, you need to select which is the payoff date. Payoff date is the expiry date, 25 Jan. Right? Of Jan of 25. Right? I get an option. So as per the chart, right? So as per the chart, so I am treating it as though it give it, right? 14, 15. That means what? 215. Okay, I am going to consider, right, my trade at even after 5 minutes. So slowly, though the signal come at 215, right? Though the signal came at 215, I'm say that I'm a little lazy guy. Okay, whatever it is. So what I'm doing, I'm just going, right? Whatever I'm doing is pretty simple. 9:15 is the market opening time, right? So what I do, so from 9:45, every 30 minutes I'm looking at market, right? Exactly at what? 2:15 signal came. I'm just giving 5 minutes time, right? Getting the option chain, right? So now somebody was asking, right? Somebody was asking how to select the delta, right? Delta is pretty simple, right? What is the point for delta here? This is the 40 delta closer to the round strike, right? What you do? We got a buy signal, so we are going to buy or sell the call, right? We are going to buy this, right? So somebody was asking, what is this? Can you explain this point for delta or what is this? So simply you can just go here, this column, the delta, right? Multiplied by value. So you can concentrate on 40 delta, right? And then closer to 30 delta, right? Again, so we will go with round number 43,500, right? We are selling this, right? After selling this, go to the, is it roughly closer to 5,000? Okay. So risk reward 1:1.5 or something like that. Yes. Okay. Right. So as per setup, okay. Right. So after that, what is happening? So when you should be reacting, when market should come middle of whatever strike you select. That means what? This is the buy price. This is your sell price. Or market should down with a new sell signal. That means what? 7 EMA close below, cross and close below this 31 EMA low. That is when you do adjustment. Either you wait for mid of this or you wait for the, because you are in the up move, right? You are in the up move. Whenever there is a down signal or bearish signal, then only you come in, right? So every 30 minutes once, right? Every 30 minutes once, you can just go. Just 30 minutes once. Because you can go by the chart also, right? You can go by the chart. What has happened? No sell has come in. Did it test 43,200? Then you can, because 43,000, sorry, 43 we bought, 43,500 we sold. So whenever it is coming in between, that is when you should, so roughly 43,200, or there should be a sell signal. Even if there is a sell signal here, then what we should do? We should reduce the debit, but luckily there is no sell signal. But let us go through, right? So what was the effect? So every 30 minutes once, let us go in simulator, right? So 27th December. So where the market is 42,460, right? So here you can just look at the future. So here 27. So still is there. Nothing is happening, right? Nothing is happening. Okay, no need to worry. Just concentrate on. So we know next 2-3 days no sellers come in. So just concentrate every 30 minutes. Okay, here because nothing is there, right? Nothing is there. So even if you consider this as your profit, but don't look for small profits. Just concentrate on the process. Okay, because if you start with 10 lakh, right, even if with 10 lots, what you are going to pay is less than 3-4 lakhs, right? So when you need to do, so people will say, sir, it has started touching. What we should do when this is coming somewhere around, spot is touching 43,200 roughly. Need not to be exactly at center, but when in profit, right? When in profit, that is what we should do. So when it has reached that level, 43,250 from the chart, let us see. Okay, I do not wanted to say that I exactly wanted to catch this top. Okay, leave about this 43,400, 500, leave it. So what we were expecting is 43,200 somewhere here, right? At what time? Somewhere around 29th December, right? At start of this candle, right? So start of this candle is around 3:15, right? Clear? Till that time there is no even sell signal, right? Need not to worry. So you can just keep on 29th December around 3:15, right? Till here. So slowly, because every day you have to carry this position, though don't look at this MTM 1000 rupees to 300 rupees, concentrate only on the process. Okay, because it's a very low risk, means for the small capital it is a very low risk, but don't look for 1000 rupees profit here and there. Okay, so just wait for 29th December, right? 29th December. So when was that happened? This is the 29th December, right? 29th December 3:15. That is when it has happened. So just travel through that time. Right, 29th December, almost at this point. Maybe because this is the future, right? This is the future number, but what we are concentrating is, we are always concentrating on this place, right? At this point. So around 3:15, what you do? Simply because we are in profit, right? What is the rule we have seen as per this one? So whenever in profit or when the signal triggers, half of this problem you have to sort it out, right? Because here in this profit, what you should do? Simply what you can do at that point, right? Exactly around 3 o'clock, right? Exactly around 3 o'clock when it is reached in the spot 43,250. What you do? Simply just go to that option strike. So you know 200 rupees, right? 200 rupees is the risk, because 200 into 25 is the 5,000 rupees. At least half of this we should be concentrating, either in the profit or on the sell signal, right? As a part of adjustment. So what we will do when Bank Nifty spot hits in between these two strikes, right? What we do? We are going to negotiate, because this is in profit, right? This is in profit. I am not asking you to book the profit, but reduce the loss. So what you do? Just go to option chain, right? So what you do is pretty simple. On 29th December, right? That means what? 200. So that means we need 100 to 150 points roughly as a credit. Then we can reduce this into half, right? So what we can do? Pretty simple. We can just go for look for 200 to 250 rupees. Just sell this and don't sell naked because we are very low capital and we do not want to take open risk, right? So we expecting somewhere around. So look for 80 rupees, right? Look for 80 rupees again on the round number, right? Because this is still 29th and we are doing in Jan. So look for, so you buy this. So what will happen to your payoff, right? Even if it goes down also, right? So you guys might be well aware of this dotted line, right? This dotted line is where if market moves here, right? Even if market down from here, so 43,000 to 40,700, still your losses still zero, even at that fall, right? Even further market goes up, no problem, because positionally we are in good shape, right? Then basically what we do, whenever you are here, at least mark this center point of this one or even the dotted line. So if market suddenly, if you ask, sir, if it goes here, then what I should be doing, sir? Concentrate. When it is there, this risk is higher, reduce this risk. That means what? You can book this position and you can roll it off of it here when market further goes up, right? But concentrate. So even for another, right, just by going at the dotted line, right? So 44,000. So even after you do this, you have 1,000 points cushion to lose this profit. Even on the upside and on the downside, you have roughly what? More than 2,500 points on the downside. So as a positional trader, need not to worry about further up or further down, gap up, gap down, right? Even if you are going to lose, we are going to lose very small, right? So let us see what has happened. So after that, now we reduce this one. That means what? Market is there, but if the question is, sir, if market falls from here, sir, what will happen? No problem. So on the cushion, you have this. Already market has moved up. Still you have 1,000 points cushion to play with your things. But just concentrate on what is happening. Okay. So then every 30 minutes once, right? So next day, let us go to the next day. Right? So that means what? Once 1550 is there. So next day. Right? Next day. So 30 minutes I am doing. So concentrate on your profit and always concentrate. So that means what? You taken only one lot. Right? Only one lot. So you consider 40K or 45K is your capital. Then always remember, if you get 5 to 8% or 10%, then immediately book your position, because you are here to make high profit, less effort, right? So if you deploy 4 lakh, then look for again same way, right? So even because if you look at this one, next what has happened? Let us see from the chart here, right? From there, right? I'm not asking you to exactly at the top. I have clearly said whatever you are buying, right? You are buying whenever it is the middle part of your 43 to 43,500, right? So when it touches 43, 200 or 250, that is when you can just jump in and do this adjustment. Then further, so we don't know what will happen, because now we are looking at the chart, we can say it has further gone up. But what has happened? Gone up, gone up, gone up, right? Then this is the place it has given sell, right? So that means what? Till 4th of Jan. Let us see. Till it gives sell, let us see how the MTM behaved. 4th of, till lot of days, from 30th December to 4th, right? So you can always concentrate on what is your capital, what is your return percentage also, right? So till 5th of Jan, right? Let us go for one day, okay, right? Even if you go by minute also, nothing will change drastically, right? For 40,000, right? Please calculate 40,000 divided by 1,900 is what? Sorry, I think we have to divide it by 1,900 divided by 40,000. So we are already hitting 4.75%. But I'm not asking you to book here. If you are comfortable, you can book 4% also, right? right? What has happened? Because market has given you the same move which you have expected, but later if it is going to give whipsaws, how you are going to manage? That is the next question, right? So here always concentrate on the dotted line. So I concentrated, right? So even if the middle is coming or this dotted line BEP is coming, this is the dotted line BEP. So that is when you should be retreating. When market goes further, what you do? Because you know this high risk is there, again reduce the risk to half. That is a simple rule which I follow. And then if any sell is coming, then sell is coming means no problem, because here you already negotiated the risk. Even till here, you will be in profit, because we are trading in monthly. That is the reason why we are saying don't go in weeklies, right? Because when you do it in monthly, you can aramse do it, and even if your view goes strong also, still you can make at least 3 to 4% of your capital. Okay, this is the scalable model which we are talking about, right? So what we will do? So on just by looking at the chart, right? So till here it was good. So 43,500 also it's fine, no problem, right? So but suddenly there is a sell signal. You got this guy. This is the sell signal, right? Because on this candle, sell is generated immediately on this candle, right? The low is taken out. Then that means triggered also. So what is the time? So you can assume that 12:15, right? 12:15 on 4th of Jan, right? 12:15 on 4th of Jan. Maybe I'll just for one day, right? 12:15 on 4th of Jan. Right? Assume that you always have lesser time frame to react. So you can ignore 5 minutes later also. But here, because we already reduced, right? So we are already, just look at this one. So you sold for 228, you bought this for 28. When is the next trigger? Because now we have reduced our risk, right? Because if you look at this, your risk is also reduced. Till here, you don't, so no need to create any new position. What you can do, if you're having enough capital, you already locked this position. Maybe for this sell, you can create new position also, right? That means what? For this sell, what you can do, you can buy a put, because we have negotiated this. And again, the rule is simple. When you, right, if somebody is wanted to travel only one position, let us discuss first that, because it may be discussed confusing. So let us here, we entered it around 228. What I will do is, sell is common, right? I already reduced my risk. I have dotted line of more than 2000 points. Now here what I will wait is roughly 220 points, right? So you can consider whenever it goes below half of it. So I will treat it as 100 rupees, right? Just a sell is coming. Even if the further it is going to go up also, you are going to get good profit. Let us just concentrate only on this premium, right? So that means what? It is trying to go up. So based on the premium, you are seeing that market is coming up. So for you, no need to worry unless and until you see 100 rupees on this premium. That is when roughly you are going to do this, right? So slowly market is coming down. That means that after the sell, market is coming down. That is the reason that this thing is going. So when is reaching? So when it goes to, right, it has not gone below 100. Just waiting for right, 130. Right, next sell signal triggered, and after that sell signal, because we already sold it for 200 rupees, no need to do anything for the first sell signal. Now it has gone, right? It has become 98 rupees. So your job is to what? First to book this profit, right? 98 rupees. Just to book this. Right? Right? Getting this point? Then again, go to this time. So already booked, right? So what you do is very simple. Again, sell it for 200 rupees. So just going to here, right? Again, at the same point, I'm getting the option chain. Booked this 98, right? And then selling it for 200 rupees, right? What is the 200 rupees premium? Somewhere around here, 43,700. Just sell this only. After this, what is happening? Even market further goes down also, na? Even further market goes down also, you will get flat profit first. Because you are in the sell, right? You are in the sell. Now what you should do? You should wait for either this again to go into off, or new buy signal should come in. In new buy signal, what you should do? You have to jump from here to here, right? So just look at the chart. So we are at exactly what? 5th of Jan. After that, what has happened? 5th of Jan. After that, what has happened? So further fall, right? Till here, there is no buy signal. There is no sell signal. So here buy signal has come in, right? So 13th of Jan. Till 13th of Jan, no need to worry, because even market goes further down also, right? As per this one, right? You are going to get roughly 2000 points. That means what? 5% is fixed. If market is going to come back and stay somewhere here, we are going to get this much profit. And how we are going to manage this? Again, based on the same simple setup, right? So let us see when is the next buy has come in, right? We will concentrate only on this premium, right? So 5th of Jan is that, right? Let us go one by one. So you can concentrate on your P&L also, right? The next signal came on 16th of Jan, right? Let us go here just for your sake only. Okay. Meantime, whenever you're looking this profit now, because we have locked only 40k. Okay. For that 40k, we are getting 2 lakh. If you're locking 4 lakhs, then this could be 2000 rupees. So concentrate on, okay, the process, scalable number. And as per the signal, you don't need to decide anything, sir, whether it is going to take support here. No, I don't know, sir. Whether you need to look at the OI. No, I don't know. You just follow a simple setup and just concentrate on, right, what we are trying to do. So till 16th, right? So we can just like that go. Okay, even after market goes up or down, still you are getting what? 3000 rupees, right? 3000 rupees on a 40 lakh capital, right? 3000 rupees on a 40,000 capital seems to be 7.5%. If somebody is happy, book it. When? Within 11th of Jan. Then what you need to do? Nothing. Just go, take your leave, come back on the last week of January to initiate new position. Even if you still, sir, okay, sir, no, I wanted to get more juice out of it. No problem. Till 16th, let us run. Right, till 16th, let us run. Okay, 16th. So if you look at the chart, right? So, right, you can consider this as the, right? So you can consider this as the till 16th. So even you can mark it as 13th or you whatever you want, right? So what you need to do? Pretty simple, right? So let's assume that, okay, because I sold extra, let's say I am reacting here only. I sold extra, right? I'm reacting here only. That is mean the worst case, right? What you do? Pretty simple, because now buyers come in. What is the idea you should do? Pretty simple, right? So what you do? Around morning 9:45, right? Morning 9:45. That is when the exact top up has happened, because assume that, okay, I did not do anything on before day. So here what has happened? Even still we are getting good profit. But the problem is now buy signal is coming. If there is a huge move, then I am at this risk, right? What I should do? Simply what I said. You should just concentrate from here to here. Let us see where it is. So it has become 10 rupees. Now my job is to cut this for 10, okay, or 11 rupees. Okay, consider even brokerage also. Okay, brokerage also. Then go to the get position, right? So what? 10 rupees I bought, right? Let us buy for something around 30 rupees. Not more than that, right? Just do it for 30 rupees, right? Yeah, 44. So you can consider this. So 28 rupees, or even, so you can consider even 32 rupees is still fine, or you can buy, or you can even do this. The idea is pretty simple, because you got a buy signal, you have to reduce the risk in the upside. Getting this point clear, guys? Great, na? Right, even what you do, or simply what you can do, even on this one, now you can reduce. So we already have this, right? You can do this, right? So even if you want to book 4,000 rupees, you can book. But even further market goes up also, na? Let us see. Let us see. After this, even if the market goes up, because we got a buy signal, no problem. If you are getting, because the profit potential is more here, and moreover, we are getting more than 3-4 signals, right? That is the reason why we chose January, right? What has happened? So even, right, even if you get something, right, from the chart, you got a buy signal here, you did something. Now, even if you got a sell signal here, what you should do, because on the downside, you already had good profit, or maybe what you can do is pretty simple. You can just look at this, right? So already which you sold for 410 na 84 rupees, because again one more sell signal. So that means what, you can sell the call, but book this call 43,500. You can book this for 84 rupees, right? 84 or 85 for the sake of even brokerage. Consider this, right? So what in between? So 43,500, right? So you can do, get this position, right? Get this position and then do 43,200, 43,200, right? Just for just sell this. That means what, we got a sell signal, I roll down so that my downside is more. So again, if there is a buy signal, what you do, you just cut here, buy here. Just a kind of, you play the chess with the market. If it goes down, you make money, you gain. If it comes back, no problem, you're going to make more money also. But only thing is, when the signal comes in, you just do this, just like that, aram se. So even after that, what we are going to do, let us see. So after 30 minutes, right? Even after 30 minutes, let us see. Right? Nothing change in the MTM, first of all, because this is the tight process, right? So you can even book good profit, right? Even so 17th of Jan. So let us see, even in the chart, right? Even in the chart, right? So even in the chart, 17th, right? It was going up. So till we got a buy. So that means what? Even if you get a buy here, right? On 17th of Jan, again you can roll back. Even if I don't roll back, assume that, okay, I'm just leaving it alone. Leaving it alone. If you're okay with 7 to 8% profit, but I always concentrate on this number. Okay. So if somebody is already hitting more than 8%, okay, that is more than enough for them. Just concentrate this as a kind of process, right? Even on 27th, even just like that, even if you go now, because what will happen, even the market is going to go here, then only you're going to lose your entire profit. That is the reason why I'm saying I'm not going to roll this back. So if it comes here now, then at that time I can roll back also, not an issue, right? That is the reason why I'm asking you to concentrate on this dotted line lower and lower. Like that means what is a BEP here? What is a BEP here in terms of even dotted line, right? So even 17th Jan, right? So even 18th Jan, right? So looking at the, so almost coming to the last week, right? You can decide either you can book and relax for the one more week and come back on the last week. So that is up to you to decide, right? So even if somebody is holding this position, or even somebody is holding this position till last minute of Jan, right? 42,400, 42, right? Till 19th. So every 30 minutes. So even on the next day, so 20th Jan, right? The market has went down 42,500, even from here, right? Then there was a huge fall here, right? So that means what? If you have already booked your position, then for this signal, you could book or create position for Feb. What is the position you will create? Because this is a bearish position. What you do? You buy a put of 0.4 delta and sell a put of 0.3 delta. That's it. Whenever market is reversing or hitting your mid of the target in between this delta, then you are going to do the same thing, right? Even if you are holding this position, right, for even for till this fall, right, sir, I don't know, sir, I forgot to book this position. What will happen? Nothing will happen on 30th of Jan or even 25th of expiry, right? Even on 25th of expiry, this position is going to give full profit only, right? This profit is fixed for you. At least you will get 3,000 rupees on 40k. That means what? You can calculate your returns percentage. 3,000 rupees roughly on 40k. more than 7.5%. So why I choose Jan is pretty simple. We have lot of zigzags and then trending up in the first day, trending down in the last day, but still how one should be making with just simple this process. Getting this clear, guys? So right till 25th of Jan, even till 25th of Jan. Right? So if somebody is already booked the position, no need to create new position. Wait for next signal. So 23rd we are getting, right? 23rd, this candle is the signal candle. This is the trigger candle once below this. Then here what you will do? What you will do? You will do it in Feb, right? You will wait for either the middle part to do this, or you will wait for this buy reversal to reduce your risk on the other side, right? Pretty simple. Just mark it as a rule, right? You can do, because I don't know like how long you are following. Even some 2 months back we have announced that we are working something for our low capital people. Okay, this is what we've been doing. We're doing it live with live. Okay, and we wanted to share very clear things. Okay, and there is nothing like no do like this. If it is come like this, you do like this. We don't want it to keep, because when people with higher capital can do whatever they want. Okay, but when people with lower capital, they should have clear clarity on what should be done, right? And any query is here, please do let me know. I think I'm looking at one. Manoj is asking, sir, if you are squaring off any option that we bought, then the sold option is not. No, boss. We are always doing, whenever we are squaring off something, that means we are buying it. So we always go with the spread only, right? Nothing else, right? So you can book this profit. I think because so when 1 week before that you can book roughly 8 to 10%. So this is a scalable model, because you no need to spend time, right? You no need to spend time. You just concentrate only on 30 minutes candle. Any black swan event also happen, you can easily control, not bigger risk. That is the reason why I said even for the lower capital, if you can okay to lose 3%, you can easily concentrate 8%. Do you agree? Jan was the toughest month. So if I treat February month now, it will be much easier, because in this move itself now many will be booking more than 10% profit. Then it will be very easy if I say this one, because I do not want it to go by that way. Okay, even if I see this one, right, anything something like this, one clear trend, right, because we are starting with the directional move, and then when it has become non-directional we change it, right? That is the idea. Getting this point clear, guys? Any doubts here? Right, any doubts here? And I would like to have your views. So whether this is useful for you, whether this is doable. Okay, we should also wanted to have your comments on the video. Okay, you're putting it as a chat, right? Please do comment on this video if you're finding this useful, realistic. Okay, and one more thing is we will also be trying to send you a feedback form, right? Feedback form. So where we were trying to do, I don't know whether you guys are following me in Twitter or not. Let me check here. Okay, so this is my Twitter handle. Okay, Dampro. Damodaran MIT is the Twitter handle. Basically, what I'm planning to do is I have done a lot of things in terms of whatever I do, right? So here thing is very simple. What I wanted to do is we already from Corona time we are teaching it free. Okay, and whatever we are doing it, trying to teach it with all logical things. Okay, there is nothing like you do like this. We don't do anything in terms of you do like this on your based or intuition, nothing like that. Because as a trader need clarity on what to be done, when to be done, and how to be done. Okay, even one of the question is not answerable, then they will be in trouble. So whoever has watched this video, you can put your comment, and maybe if you like this session, you can put your generosity in putting the likes to the video first of all, and then we will be sending you, right, in the chat. I already sent you the feedback form. Feedback form was simple. So we are trying to book, means we are trying to have more sessions like this. Okay, there is nothing. On the end of the session, we are not going to sell anything. Okay, everybody will take the session. At the end of the day, they will say, no, if you want more, you can join our course. We don't want to do that. Okay, we are already doing whatever things we are good enough to do. So we do not want to sell anything of our products at the end of the session. So the idea is, so if you believe like this, okay, even we are planning to do something on algo part also. So I think last Friday, right? Last Friday I mentioned that we are planning to conduct more videos like this. Okay, but only thing is the more and more people getting interacted and sharing their views, at least valuing our time just by showing some good feedback, or even the criticism is still fine, but the constructive criticism could be great. Okay, so I think many people have seen the video, but at least have the courtesy to like it. If in case if you feel there is a value in it, okay, not for the sake of just liking it, right? Fill the form. Form is very simple. See, it is not for any of our services. If some new session we are planning, right, we can add on, okay, your number or your mail as a default list for the next session. If you say yes, we can add on, or else it is up to you to decide. So what we are planning is more and more session, right? More and more session. And one more thing is, even if there are many people who wanted to trade this strategy, you know, we can form a simple free group, okay, or free channel where we will be sharing our own trades. Okay, you can just even use that as a trigger. Okay, but depends upon how many people believe that this can be done, and this can increase your profit potential and moreover reduce your effort. Okay, so that is the entire idea behind this thing. And if you are not following us for long, please do visit our Tanish Capital YouTube channel, right? The idea is, if you are looking that this itself is great, right, better go to this playlist, go to 02 Pro. There are a lot of knowledge for you to take it. Okay, you can also join our Telegram channel. Okay, so this is Tanish Capital Telegram channel where you can have this. The description is already there. So Tanish Capital. So this is what we all update, whatever we are doing now, part of this. And this is my own Telegram channel. If you're interested, you can join. So even you can just go to this 02 Pro grooming. Okay, if you feel like, okay, this kind of knowledge is going to get lot of, okay, scaling up for you too in terms of skill level, then please do visit all these videos. These videos are all done in Corona time. Okay, if you are looking for this kind of free learning, please do put your effort, try to learn many things. Okay, we have kept everything as open source. It is only for people you to learn. And if you are learning something, okay, there is no promotional content here. That I wanted to clearly ensure. Okay, we are not running behind this 100 rupees, 1000 rupees kind of stuff. We are having enough capital to trade on our own. We do have enough AEM to do all these money churning things. Okay, we do not want to concentrate on all these kind of very short term thinkings. So you can go to any video of it, you can just check. There will be a more of realistic and the probabilistic trading approach with live things will be there. So if you feel it is useful, share it with your friends, or you at least first watch. Okay, that is what I would love to have it from you. So please do join our Telegram channel, be part of it. And if more and more people are there, okay, so I feel like if you are wanted to do this something like this, you can keep maybe you already received a mail, right? For that you can reply a mail if you're interested for the free group where my team will be updating. It's not a group, maybe you can treat it as a channel. So where my team will be updating, okay, this is that, this is this. Okay, you can put more constructive criticism also. Need not to be like for the sake of saying this was good, that was good. So need not to be a only buttering things. If you feel like anything needs to be added, because we wanted to give more and more, and if you feel like you're looking at us for the first time, go to our Tanish Capital site, and as I see, right, just go through all the old videos. So you have lot of realistic knowledge. So it is up to you to take. So we have done our part in the terms of keeping the recording, everything there. Okay, it is up to you guys to just mind that and take more knowledge out of it. And you can reach personally on my team number also, where you already got your WhatsApp. Okay, in case of anything you need in terms of assisting, right? We do not want to, again, I just wanted to close this note with, we are not selling anything at the end of the session. This is just for you to take all the knowledge. If you feel any doubts, please feel free to reach us. You have all our numbers also, you have all our mails also, you know where to follow us. So keep learning, keep on learning, and then be a better trader. So thanks for your time. We planned for 1 hour, it went into more than 1.5 hours. So anyway, thanks for your time. And we will be moving out this video to a private list, because we wanted to share with the people who wanted to spend time with us. So for that reason, we just listed in the public. Maybe because already time is over. By tomorrow, we will move it to private. So thank you guys. Once again, lovely and having you all for your time. So have a great long weekend, and do join our daily sessions also in YouTube, like daily review sessions. If you feel it will be worthful, and be part of our Telegram channel. So wish you all good luck and wish you all becoming a great trader. Thank you guys. Signing off, Damodaran.